Welcome to Event Radio, covering local drag racing, stock car racing, motorcycles, go-karts. If it's got wheels and you can race it, you'll hear about it here. Event Radio is motorsports radio on steroids. Now, let's join your hosts, Spivvy Williams and Terrible T Guy.
All right, guys, welcome to the next edition of Event Radio. You know, T and I go to a lot of events a year, and we go to some really cool stuff. We go to Hot Rod Reunion. We go to the Tri-5. We go to Good Guys.
The Harley Drag.
The Harley Drags. We go to all of them. But there is one that is my absolute favorite, and I think it's T's favorite, too. I'm not sure, but this event is the absolute best of everything put together. Our good friend Scooter does it down in Lebanon, Tennessee.
Mr. Tommy Williams.
Mr. Tommy Williams, what a nice man. And trust me, this thing has turned into a monster event, a huge event. We're talking about the Redneck Rumble, Lebanon, Tennessee, the one and only. We'll see probably 3,500 hot rods, street rods, motorcycles. All the girls will be dressed up as pinup girls. I have trouble keeping T on the cart. Hell, he wants to just take off and run after him, you know, and I don't blame him.
I kind of like their dresses with little poodles on the.
Yeah, well, this golf cart won't drive itself. We need an auto-drive golf cart, don't you think we do?
Or put some blinders on it or something.
Yeah, something. But
well, this is the 12th annual, too, Spivvy.
I know.
Tommy's been putting this on 12 years now.
You know, and the thing about it, the hits just keep on coming. It gets bigger. It gets better. There are more people. The events they're drawing people from farther away, and man, this place is so cool. I just I get excited about this one, and some of them I'll admit you see one, see it all, but boy, this one sure is not that case. No, this is an absolute pleasure to get to come to it. I like this one. It's fun to me.
Well, all the what's the word? The correct word? Ingenuity they put into all the cars here.
Well, you know, I'm a little bit of an art freak anyway. I studied art in school, which didn't really pan out to be much. But these cars are expressions of art more than just a hot rod.
Art on drugs. It looks like on some of them.
Yeah, some of them look like they've had a bad dream. But really.
They're sharp to them and they're sharp to everybody. But, I mean, how many times you get to see a mailbox made into a scoop on top of a blower?
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, and they're very creative is, I guess, what we're saying.
That's the word right there.
And they dream up stuff, and then they put their own personality in it. They put their own twist in it. And, man, you come up with the most unusual stuff in the world. And I find it just really mind-blowing. I love coming to this event.
Yeah, it's just like finding legs on a snake. If you can't see it here, you're not going to see it anywhere.
I never thought about that. That's not. You reckon? No, I'm just playing. No, this is, and the people here are nice. You know, a lot of the events you go to, it's you give me a badge and a gun and watch me go. And this place, everybody is fan friendly. They thank you for coming. They appreciate you being here. And daggone, when you got a crowd this big, that's a little hard to do. I don't care who you are. And Tommy and the guys pull it off. They do an excellent job. And man, it's just one of my favorites. I can't help it.
Well, every venue Tommy gets in, from tractors to the antique gardening, just anything, he puts a top-notch show on.
Yeah, he does the spring thaw. He does a lot of different things. And this one, we're going to actually have to miss just a little of it. They actually – normally on Saturday night of the Redneck Rumble, they do a demolition derby in the track where they hold the flat track motorcycle races. And because the weather has been so bad and it's rained so much, they had to cancel those already. But there's enough here. I don't think anybody will mind, T.
No. Everybody will be in a fine frame of mind by that time of the afternoon and have a good time anyway.
Well, what do you think? You think we ought to get off of here and say hi to our sponsors that we wish we had more of? And we could go take a lap and make a look and see who we can find that'll be interesting to be on this show, don't you think?
Sounds good to me, man.
Guys, you're on Event Radio. We are at the premier event that we go to, the Redneck Rumble, Lebanon, Tennessee. Don't you dare go anywhere, or you will miss one heck of a show. We'll be right back, guys.
Quick Fuel Technology, the innovators in fuel systems, introduces the latest in high-temperature coating technology for select street and performance carburetors. QFT's new Black Diamond series features a unique satin black Teflon coating that provides award-winning good looks and lasting durability. The Black Diamond series is impact-resistant, repels all underhood chemicals, and reduces fuel temperature by 6% for improved performance. The Black Diamond series by Quick Fuel, the ultimate in form and function.
All right, guys, we are back from the Redneck Rumble, and every once in a while, something is just a little out of place when you go to an event, and it stands out so much and is so doggone cool that you just can't get away from it. That happened to us coming right through here, and we're going to flip this picture and show you the absolutely one of the best-looking 41 Willises I believe I have ever seen in my life. It has flames. It is blue. It is gorgeous. What is your name, sir?
Charles Dillingham.
Where are you from, sir? I've heard of you.
Glasgow.
I believe I've heard of you.
You're Spivey Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Small
Thank
world,
God, buddy.
y'all.
We had to travel 150 miles or whatever to do this.
There you go.
Yeah, well, you've had a lot of nice cars, my friend.
I got a few. Enjoy them all. Have all my life, just about.
Hey, as long as I can remember.
Just
Well, this is a pleasure to get to meet you. I've heard of you my whole life, and even I think Philip Jolly even said a thing or two about you at one time.
remember Philip well.
Yeah, Philip was a good friend of mine, and
he was a good fella.
but you get him and the old bunch over there, Mike Pace and all those guys in Glasgow, and that's when hot rods were fun, you know.
When it was good times.
Well, and it's still good times.
Oh,
How
yeah.
long have you had this Willis?
I've just had it a couple of years.
Man, it's gorgeous.
Well,
I've missed out on that one. Why have I missed that one?
I've had it down at Hot Rod Reunion and another show or two down there.
Well, you know,
I've just
the
missed it.
the thing about it, at Hot Rod Reunion,
It don't stick
one
out.
negative. Well, one negative there are so many nice cars, you can't see them all.
Yeah, that's true.
Did you drive it or trailer it? Or
No, I drive it everywhere I go.
Do you
that's
really?
awesome.
Drive it everywhere I go.
Hey, buddy, I'm telling you what, that's the way a hot rod's supposed to be.
That's what they're for, to enjoy.
Oh, buddy, listen. Having fun down here?
Oh, yeah, loving it.
We always come to this. We like
Yeah.
this thing real well.
It's a nice show, good show.
Well, I tell you what, if you do, next time there's something over your way that you're into, if you sort of drop me an email or something, we'll come over and cover that, dude. How about
I
that?
sure do that. That sounds good to me.
Hey, we'll have fun, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Especially if it's at the lake with all them good-looking girls in
There you
bikinis.
go. Now you
Can you
talking.
work that out?
Yeah, I can work it.
Yeah, I figured you know, man, a man like you can work that out. Listen, my friend, we won't keep you because it's hot here, but thank you for being here. Thanks for finally getting to meet you after all these years.
Well, it's good to meet you, Stevie.
Well, not many people say that, but I appreciate that. Guys, very, very nice gentleman, Mr. Charles Dillingham. And trust me, gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous Willis. I probably my favorite one I've ever seen. And I'm a fan of them. And there's several of them around that I like. Gosh, that are really sharp, but there ain't one no sharper than this.
Well,
I'm
thank
telling you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Guys, we're at the Redneck Rumble, Lebanon, Tennessee. We're having just too much fun. You're on Event Radio. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back.
On the track or on the street, the number one brand in performance is Holley. Have you heard about the Ultra Street Avengers, Ultra Double Pumpers, Ultra HP, and Ultra Dominator carburetors? They're ultra light, ultra cool, and ultra fast. Holley carbs are the most powerful carbs money can buy with no further modifications. Holley, winning performance for over 100 years.
All right, guys, you are back on Event Radio from the Redneck Rumble. We are having just too much fun. And, guys, we come to the center attraction of the deal. And I got my buddy here, and he has sold one or two things in his career. He just happens to be one of the best auctioneers in the friggin' country that is a great guy. Tell everybody who you are.
Hi, my name is Jimmy Henry. I'm a auctioneer, automobile auctioneer, and I do a lot of car events and love the Redneck Rumble. I wouldn't miss this show for nothing.
I came the last time you had wagons or something. You had made a little wagon. You remember that, a hot rod wagon?
I built a little bit of everything. This year I built my hot rod gasser tractor over there, and of course I brought my jet ski four-wheeler out this time. And,
We got a picture of that
We have a
already.
picture of that.
It's a big draw that a lot of people like, and a lot of pictures taken of it each
And
year.
you can't get away from your ring man, buddy.
Hey,
You
my
can't.
main man Harold Freeman here. I tell you what, I couldn't do nothing without him. He's a great friend of mine.
Well, you just start on it. Do you auction off hamburgers, buddy? Is
I
that
ain't
it?
auction off anything you got. What do you want to give? But a bit start them along here. But give it a bit 25, but a bit 50, 75 now, $100, bam, but a one, a quarter, bam, but a one, a quarter, 150, bam, you on in, bam, but a 150, 125. You bought it, Speedy, 125.
And I would say that's cheap.
That's cheap, and
That's what.
but I'm gonna need cash before you leave.
Oh,
please.
well, I understand. But you may never collect my merchandise, but you're going to get the cash, right?
That sounds good. That sounds good.
My friend, listen, it was always a pleasure for me when I did do the car stuff to go to the auctions and watch you guys work. You are flat good at what you do. It makes it a show almost to go to the auction, much less you make them glad they spend their money.
That's right. That's what we are, entertainers as well as auctioneers.
And this one here, now Harold, he can't help himself. You know,
He
he
can't.
draws a crowd. He can make you spend more money at an auction than you didn't even know you had.
we call him our hired gun.
Is he?
Yeah, he's my second set of eyes. I couldn't do it without him. He's a great guy, and we've been working together about 25 years now. And I tell you, I couldn't ask for a better person to work with.
Well, my friend, I tell you what, there ain't no better to be out there than you. And if you ever want to buy a car, all I can tell you is bid strong, bid last, and just hard as you can, and this man will
right.
find you for your money.
That's
There's
exactly
no doubt
right.
about it. You having fun today?
Having a great time, man. A lot of people out here at the Redneck Rumble. It's a great show. If you've never been, you need to try it out. Probably 10,000 people here. There's more cars, trucks, motorcycles, mini bikes, bicycles, wagons than you can shake a stick at, and a lot of it's for sale, a lot of it's for show, but it's a great event. And I tell you, I've been coming for about 8 years now, and I wouldn't miss it for nothing.
No, it's one of our favorite. We do them all. We do everything from Hot Rod Reunion to Good Guys to everything else. And this is one of our favorites that we come
Speedy,
to.
I got to get back over. I got hamburgers burning up on the grill. But
My friend,
come back
thank you
by
for,
and we'll feed you later.
Thank you for joining us on Event Radio. Guys, the one and only Mr. Jimmy Henry. When I grow up, I want to be just like him.
Thank you, buddy.
Guys, you're on Event Radio. We'll be right back. All right, guys, we are back from a Redneck Rumble. Jimmy our buddy, the auctioneer, had to go cook the hamburgers, but his right-hand man, or the hit man, as we call him, our buddy Harold that you will see at every auction, he's the one you actually interact with. He comes out, gets your bids, and sweet talks you into paying more than you want to for what you're going to get. What's going on, buddy?
Always here having a big time at the Redneck Rumble. We do this every year. We wouldn't miss it for the world. We just we love it. Selling's our game. That's what we do, boss.
Hey, buddy, I'm telling you what, if you want it sold, you can call these two cats and get it done. Now, there ain't no doubt about it.
That's what we know. That's what we do, and that's we try to do the best job we can.
Well, you do an excellent job, my friend. You know, we auctioneering is the oldest form of selling stuff that there is anyway. And you know what's really cool? People can say, well, my thing is worth this and my thing is worth this and it's been appraised for this and all this. The auction will tell you what it's really worth.
We guarantee you one thing, boss. When we come, we're going to get you a check. And that's what we do, and that's exactly just what it's all about. And a lot of times it brings more money than it would if you put it out there just an ordinary person to buy it.
That's right. I mean, they bring a ton of money, but that's what it's really worth.
Yes, sir. You got some.
You know, you don't have to worry about you boys leaving any money on the table because you don't do that.
No, so we'll get more than you really want a lot of times.
That's
People come
right.
on.
So you having fun at the Redneck Rumble?
Yes, sir. We love it. We really do.
Now, what in the world do you sell them here? I know you got to sell them something. You don't go. You don't get up in the morning without selling something.
We sell bicycles. We sell plates. We sell redneck rats. We got it all right here.
Hey, I'm telling you.
We do it right here.
But this is going to get me in trouble. Stay here too long.
All
I
right.
can see that. I can see that. Listen, my friend, I conned you into being on here, and I appreciate it, and hope you're having fun, and it's always great to see you, you know, especially when I'm not trying to spend any money, because you always make me spend more than I want to.
Old friend, you've been a friend a long time. We've been knowing you a long time. You always stay the same, and we always got a lot of respect for you, and we're glad to see you.
Buddy, always my pleasure.
All right.
Guys, we're at the Redneck Rumble, Event Radio. We're having the fun police can't be far away. They're chasing us every minute of the day, but we will be right back.
Quick Fuel Technology, the innovators in fuel systems, introduces the latest in high-temperature coating technology for select street and performance carburetors. QFT's new Black Diamond series features a unique satin black Teflon coating that provides award-winning good looks and lasting durability. The Black Diamond series is impact-resistant, repels all underhood chemicals, and reduces fuel temperature by 6% for improved performance. The Black Diamond series by Quick Fuel, the ultimate in form and function.
All right, guys, we are back from the Redneck Rumble, and one thing we haven't told you about that's really, really cool at this event is all of the pretty girls that are dressed up as pinup girls. And trust me, that almost makes us run over things in this golf cart looking at all these ladies. And we got one of the best ones here. What is your name, ma'am?
Danielle Carter.
Danielle, where are you from, my dear?
Mississippi.
Mississippi?
Yes, sir.
Oh, you don't even talk funny to be from Mississippi.
Not technically from Mississippi, but grew up there.
That's cool. I like that. There's, let's see, I'm trying to think. I raced in Corinth, Mississippi one time. What part of Mississippi, dear?
We're from Walls, Mississippi.
Where's that?
Probably about maybe 2 hours or so from Corinth.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I got lost there is the only reason I say I didn't know where I was.
It's about 20 minutes from Memphis. It's not far.
Yeah. Well, that was we actually raced in Memphis a lot back when I did that, and so we would go across there and go to all the cool stuff that was there too, and
right.
And there was something there. I don't remember. I don't know. I can't remember. That's old. I'm old. I can't remember that stuff.
Right.
That's
You're
all
still
right.
enjoying the cool stuff.
Yep. I'm here, aren't I?
Absolutely.
So now, let me ask you: do you dress like this all the time, or just for this?
I wish I did. It takes a lot to get ready for this.
I know it does.
But I love it.
Well, and I bet you get a lot of people with taking pictures and stuff like that.
I really have. It's been surprising.
We talked to a couple of girls that they actually started here doing this and wound up in a full-blown modeling career.
No way.
Yeah. They work for one of the, 13 something at one of the booths here. I don't remember, but they dress in full attire, and they actually got several magazine jobs from being at this event. So hey, you might fall in there. What do you think?
I would do it daily.
Would you?
It's fun.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
So are you having fun at this event?
Oh, absolutely.
Is this your first time, or
It is our first time.
really?
Yes, sir.
Well, this is a cool one. This is a great event. Lots of people.
Right.
Well, you make me nervous saying "sir."
Oh, sorry.
You're not supposed to do this. A pretty girl. Do you realize a pretty girl calling you "sir" how that makes you feel? You see where? Yeah, he knows. See, you feel like an antique. What was it? My girlfriend called me elderly. Elderly. You might as well smack them in the mouth when you do that.
No,
you don't need to do that.
We don't want to do that. It's it's how we were raised.
So did the tattoo hurt?
Not bad.
It'd kill me. I couldn't do it.
No, it's not bad.
Terry's got a couple of them.
You keep on wanting to go back for more.
Do you really?
Yes, sir.
Why? You want to go back and get? Do you like going to get shots?
I don't mind them.
Really?
But if I can do this, I can do a shot.
So does it feel like a shot? No.
No. Not as bad as a shot.
What hurts worse, the piercing or the tattoo?
I don't know. The piercing, probably.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
the healing on the piercing, it takes a lot longer.
Oh, does it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Well,
Sorry.
listen, lady, you're an absolutely gorgeous little lady, and we appreciate you taking the time to be on Event Radio. We got to introduce you to the world that would never get to Mississippi and say hi to you. So now, how many people would you say that we introduced you to? You want to take a guess?
I have absolutely no clue.
Just take a guess. It's all right. Guess anywhere you want.
Is it broadcast everywhere?
It's a worldwide internet broadcast. Yes, ma'am.
Uh-oh. I have absolutely 500.
500 people?
Yeah.
You missed it just a little.
Uh-oh.
This show was 224,000 last year.
Holy moly.
So we introduced you to a lot of new folks and a lot of new friends.
That's awesome.
Gal, if you don't care, we'll take your picture and we'll flip it behind this interview. So, guys, we won't be the only ones to see how pretty this little lady is. We'll let you see, too. How's that?
Sounds good.
All right. Thank you for coming to the Redneck Rumble. Huh? Oh, is that her car?
That's mine.
Ooh,
Yeah.
That's not Daddy's Oldsmobile?
That's mine.
Hey, why did you pick an Oldsmobile, sweetie?
Our son's name is Brody, and we call him Broham sometimes, so I thought it was really cool.
That'll
And
work.
The
That'll
color
work.
is awesome.
That's neat.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like that. There's an event coming up that we have had on this show earlier. It's maybe a little farther for you to come, but you would absolutely have a blast. It is October the 7th, I believe, in Bowling Green, called the Voodoo Hoodoo.
That sounds fun.
It's a blast. All of we had the guy on earlier on this show, and when you listen to this show, you'll understand. But they're doing all the proceeds to like the Humane Society and stuff like that. All the girls dress like this, and it's just really a cool event. And
that would be really
you'd fit
fun.
right in there, kid.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Listen, thank you so much for taking time to be on Event Radio. We appreciate it more than you know. We're going to get out of here and have some more fun. What do you think?
Sounds good. And I hope to hear more about it.
Well, we want you to. Guys, you're on Event Radio. We are at the Redneck Rumble. We're having so much fun. The fun police aren't far behind, so we got to move on. But don't you go anywhere. We'll be right back.
On the track or on the street, the number one brand in performance is Holley. Have you heard about the Ultra Street Avengers, Ultra Double Pumpers, Ultra HP, and Ultra Dominator carburetors? They're ultra light, ultra cool, and ultra fast. Holley carbs are the most powerful carbs money can buy with no further modifications. Holley, winning performance for over 100 years.
All right, guys, we are back from the Redneck Rumble, and out of everything here, we can't help it. We love vintage motorcycles probably as much as the guys at the hot dog stand waiting for the hot dog that's been starving all day. But we come up to this gentleman has a BSA, and a BSA back in the day, BSA, Triumph, and those guys ruled the motorcycle business. Harley was an also ran, and you have a pristine BSA. What is your name, sir?
My name is Jerry Powell. I live down in between Hermitage and Mount Juliet.
Well, yeah, that's a pretty cool area down there. How long you been into vintage motorcycles?
Since about 1980. I joined the Antique Motorcycle Club about 1985. I've been at AMCA for 30-something years. Yes.
So how many's in your collection? You got to tell us.
Oh, I don't have many now. I've sold most of them off. I've got 3 BMWs, 1 Indian, and I ride a Harley Davidson, and I got 1 82 BMW that I ride, and the BSA. The BSA is a 1962. It's a Star Twin. It's the first year of the unit construction where they put the transmission and the engine together.
Right.
It's a 650 Star Twin. It's a pretty rare old BSA, and it's probably one of the best riding motorcycles I got.
Terry, you know a lot about them, don't you, T-Bone?
Yeah, that's a Cherry. I mean, that's pristine all the way around. Everything's original on it.
Terry's an ex-pro speedway motorcycle racer, so
okay.
He knows a lot about motorcycles, and I don't know, you got 14 of them, Terry?
Something like that. I've got a Daytona 500.
Everything on this bike is original except the fender's supposed to be painted, but back in the day, a lot of guys chromed their fenders, and that was kind of an upgrade.
Well, the old Triumphs came with stainless fenders on them, didn't
I think a lot of them did, yeah.
Yeah, best of my memory did. I never could have one that nice. I had to have an old beater,
Well, this one here is it's a split crank restoration, and the motor's been built. They've redone it, put bearings, and
everything.
Fixed them where they could run.
It's new again. In other words,
yeah.
All right, let me ask you something. You handle all kinds of bikes. What's your favorite?
Well,
depends what you're riding at the time, huh?
No, I am. I started riding Harley Davidsons about 50 years ago. My brother-in-law, before me and my wife got married, he bought a new 1965 Panhead.
Okay.
And he asked me, do I want to ride it? And I said, I can't ride it. And he said, well, the only way you learn, get on it. So I got on it, got it started, and he showed me how to shift the gears. And it was 6 miles into town to the red light.
Okay.
And I worried all that 6 miles how I was going to get stopped and how I was going to shift the gears. But Harley Davidson, back to your question, I guess Harley Davidson, they're a great comeback story. And I've got an 04 Electra Glide, and I've had several Harley Davidsons. I just sold a 60 Panhead. And I guess Harley Davidson, I love British bikes too.
Yeah.
And
reason I was asking, I have both.
Yeah.
I have a Triumph Scrambler.
Yeah.
And I've got a Screaming Eagle V-Rod because I like hot rods.
Yeah.
Also a BMW.
And also a BMW. Yeah. So She likes the BMW better, but a little more comfort. But I like old bikes. I really do, and Terry does too. I mean, we're here at the Redneck Rumble, of course, the cars. But you see what drew us to stop and talk to you.
Okay.
And we wanted to. We went really. You were looking too comfortable in that chair.
Well, I just got through eating a sandwich,
Uh-huh.
and I was about to take a nap.
Well, okay. Well, we don't want to keep you from your nap. Sir, thank you for taking a minute to be on Event Radio. Thank you for sharing with us all the bike stuff. And you've got an absolutely beautiful BSA. And, guys, it is for sale. You can come in here, and if you wave enough hundreds, I'm sure, in this man's face, you'll wind up owning it probably.
Well, it's a great runner. You could ride it home.
There you go.
If you live in California.
There you go.
If you can stand it.
There you go.
If you can stand it,
There
right.
you go. Guys, we're having just too much fun. Redneck Rumble. We are having a blast. We're going to introduce you to some more nice folks. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back. All right, guys, we are back from Redneck Rumble, and we stopped to a gentleman that is putting on an event that's going to be in Bowling Green, Kentucky. That is always a super cool event. We get to go to it. It's done by the group called the Voodoo Kings, and it is just, man, it is an Voodoo Hoodoo is the name of it.
That's right.
And it's a fun event. You guys got it going on. You got all the lead sleds. You got all the really cool cars. When is it again?
All right, this year's date is October 7th. It's going to be at the Bowling Green Harley-Davidson dealership.
And you know what's so cool, guys? These guys are pretty good dudes. They not only have fun, good-looking women, good-looking cars, but they're doing this and supporting the Bowling Green Humane Society, which is a charity near and dear to our hearts more than anything else. So
that's right. Every year we look for a new charity, and this year we chose the Warren County Humane Society, and they're always in need of some help with them animals.
Well, the cool thing about the Humane Society to me is you're helping somebody that in no way can help themselves. A lot of those others, there might be a little way that they could get out and maybe do a little something.
That's right.
But the little furry buddies, they got no way. They don't have any way to do it.
That's right.
And without guys like you and other people helping them, it's neat. I think it'll be pretty neat being at the Harley store. That's a big lot. You got room for a lot of cars.
Yeah. For the past 6 years, we've been at a hotel parking lot. But as we've grown, we've kind of outgrown the parking lot. So
Yeah,
Jay
about
over
3
at
years ago. Yeah, I grew it, didn't you?
Yeah. Jay over at Bowling Green Harley Davidson offered us their lot. They're very gracious to give it to us, and
he's a good guy.
And they're very very supportive. And it's going to be a little bit easier access for vendors and people coming in and out, and we're going to draw a little bit bigger bike crowd. But this is our 7th year and looking to be our best.
Well, listen, it's a fun event. We've been there. I don't know what, 3 years, maybe 4. I don't know.
Closer to 5.
Well, yeah, maybe it was. I don't know. I lose track. I'm getting old.
You guys had bad weather there for a long time.
Yeah, it's like it's October, so
years,
you never know what you're going to get.
What new events have you got this year, if any? Is Pinup Girl and bands? I know.
We got 5 bands lined up. We got away from the pinup girls because sometimes they could be a little difficult to work with. And we actually
they lose your concentration. Is what it is.
Well, what we did is 2 years ago we moved into Little Miss Hoodoo, where we take young ladies and we break it up in 2 categories: 0 to 7 and 8 to 13. And we have a little, I guess you call it, beauty pageant with the girls, and we call it Little Miss Hoodoo.
That's cool.
That's cool. Yeah.
We just ask for age-appropriate attire. We do a grease theme. This year, by popular demand, we've added Little Mr. Voodoo.
Uh-oh.
So up to 13 years old, we've got Mr. Voodoo, and we ask for just proper attire, age-appropriate, grease theme. We've also got the silent auction going on this year that's going to benefit the Humane Society. 100% of the proceeds from the auction go directly to the Humane Society. We take a portion of each car show entry that's going to go to the Humane Society, and we've got some raffles. We just got some fun stuff going on.
It's always fun out there.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't this a free event to the public? Or do they pay to get in, or how does that work?
Well, we do have a $5 spectator fee.
Oh, well,
it's well worth that.
Yeah, and the $5 actually goes to the Humane Society.
Hey, trust me, guys, if it was $50, it'd be cheap.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. We've been to it. We've seen it. We've seen the good job these guys do. And you see some killer cars, and the people are all so nice to you. It's a neat deal.
Yeah, I'm kind of biased, but it is one of my favorite shows because we try to keep it family friendly. It's been 7 years. Bring the kids out, bring the family out. We keep it geared towards the family. if Mama's happy, everybody stays a little bit longer. So
yeah, there you go. It's because you can.
Because you can.
You know what I learned a long time ago? I learned once you say "I do," you only got to know 2 more words. That's yes, ma'am.
And
See, that's
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yes, ma'am. Well, maybe you got to know 4 words. I don't know, but it's cool. You having fun down here at Redneck Rumble?
Yeah, it's a great turnout as always. Scooter does a great job. The vendors, the cars. I've never seen so many modes of transportation cruising around, whether it be tricycles with Briggs motors on it, or
well, believe me, you will see it all right here.
That's right. Great show,
and it's pretty cool. It's like Terry and I have talked about it. This is an expression of art.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
You see some really neat stuff.
Exactly. Yeah, some stuff that you just don't see every day at a traditional car show.
Well, listen, my friend, we're glad that we ran into each other, and we could at least give you a little time here to help promote the event. Event Radio will be at the Voodoo Hoodoo, and we'll, if you want to come down and be there, come and sit and stop us on the golf cart. We'll introduce you to the world, and we'll have a lot of fun.
Well, we appreciate your support over the years, and we just look forward to seeing you all there.
Hey, we have too much fun not to be there, my friend.
Thank you.
The Voodoo Hoodoo, guys, coming up in early October. Harley-Davidson Bowling Green, exit 22, I-65 is the only directions you got to have.
That's
Once you find that, you have found it. You are there. Thank you, my friend, for being on Event Radio. We're at the Redneck Rumble. T is back there hanging on for dear life and taking every good picture in the world that you're going to be able to see on this show. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Right back.
Quick Fuel Technology, the innovators in fuel systems, introduces the latest in high-temperature coating technology for select street and performance carburetors. QFT's new Black Diamond series features a unique satin black Teflon coating that provides award-winning good looks and lasting durability. The Black Diamond series is impact-resistant, repels all underhood chemicals, and reduces fuel temperature by 6% for improved performance. The Black Diamond series by Quick Fuel, the ultimate in form and function.
All right, guys, we are back from Redneck Rumble, Lebanon, Tennessee. This is the coolest event on the planet right now for you to go to. We are at our absolutely favorite booth that we go to every year, and we go to because all our buddies hang out there. You have probably seen some of the pictures of the golf carts with all the good-looking girls hanging off of it, and we are right where that came from. We got my buddy, Miss Melissa, with me. It is District 13, the absolute coolest apparel outfit on the grounds.
Yes, it
no
is.
doubt about it. And darling, you've been rocking. How you been?
I'm good, thank you.
You still look pretty.
Well, thank you.
You hadn't changed
It's
none of
hot,
that.
But thank you.
Well, you think because you're dressed all in black might be a reason you're hot?
Yes,
No,
it is.
she's hot. She don't need that black.
See, that's right. Yeah, there you go, Terry. Yeah, we know about the hot
Prettiest
girls.
guest we've had so far.
Aw,
That's right.
Thank you.
No
Thank
doubt
you.
about it. See, we know what's going on. Y'all selling lots of shirts?
Yes, we are. A lot of shirts, hoodies, hats. Got a little bit of everything today.
I know. What's really cool is you got Miller Low Life.
Yes, we do. And
What-
and American Low Life.
Oh, okay.
American,
All right.
baby, American.
American Low Life.
American.
American. I like that. I think that's pretty cool.
It is.
So what's your biggest selling item?
I would probably have to say Straight Killing It, or American Low Lifes.
Really?
This
Okay.
is some new merch that we have this year.
Okay. All right. So y'all still drawing a crowd. All the guys come here. Everybody that's got any sense at all comes to this booth.
Ray Charles will even come here.
Yeah,
to see
that's
these
right.
pretty
Yes.
women.
Yeah, Ray Charles would come stop and see you pretty girls. You know?
That would be awesome.
Hey, if he could walk, it would.
It would be, right?
yeah, you'd really have something to talk about then, girl, I guarantee you. So what's your favorite shirt? Which one's yours?
Right now it'd probably be Low Life's Drinking Crew.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, you don't drink it all, surely.
just a little bit.
Just a touch?
Yeah. But
I know you model a lot.
I got fresh squeezed lemonade today, though.
Oh, okay. Does it have any spirits in it, dear?
No, not yet. Maybe
But it will
later.
before the day's over.
Yes, maybe tonight.
Tonight,
when the
spirits.
sun goes down.
Now, let me ask something. Is this your Volkswagen?
That is my boyfriend's.
Your boyfriend's
Yes,
Volkswagen.
it is.
So, in other words, it might as well be yours.
Yes.
There you
I
go.
make him take me everywhere in it.
Hey, I'm telling you, that's the way it works.
Yep.
You know, guys, let me tell you something. If you're fortunate enough to have as pretty a girl as this little gal is, then you need to just go on and do whatever she wants whenever she wants it. Otherwise, somebody's going to come along and slide in your spot, and they will if you don't. Is that about right?
Maybe. Just depends.
I like her.
It depends.
I think she's so much fun. She's so much fun.
Boyfriend's watching.
Boyfriend's
Where's he
watching.
at?
So
I
you
don't see him.
don't see him. Well, he'll just hear about it. We'll say, boy, you ought to hear what Melissa said about you on the radio.
Yeah, I was talking bad about him.
It was terrible.
Awful.
Listen, kid, are you having fun at this event?
I am.
Are you? Great.
First time out in about a year, so I'm happy to be back.
Are you?
Yeah.
What have you been doing?
Everything.
Okay, that's good.
Working, going on vacation, enjoying life.
Well, that's a good thing.
There
You
you
need
go.
to. You need to. Listen, we appreciate you. We had to sweet talk you every way but Sunday to get you to be on this show.
Yes, you
did. But
I
really,
did it. I did it.
yeah, District 13, guys, is one of our favorite places, our favorite stops at Redneck Rumble. We make sure and do it every year. And just go on our site. If you want to see the picture that we're talking about, go on our website. We have all the District 13 girls on our golf cart. Boy, they sure make us look good. And been in every major magazine in the country, I guess. They don't care about T and I, but they want to see the girls on the golf cart, and I don't blame them. We look too. How about that?
Oh, thank you. You're so sweet.
Guys, you're on Event Radio. We are having just too much fun. Redneck Rumble, this is the place to be, the happening that's going on, and don't you dare go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Quick Fuel Technology, the innovators in fuel systems, introduces the latest in high-temperature coating technology for select street and performance carburetors. QFT's new Black Diamond series features a unique satin black Teflon coating that provides award-winning good looks and lasting durability. The Black Diamond series is impact-resistant, repels all underhood chemicals, and reduces fuel temperature by 6% for improved performance. The Black Diamond series by Quick Fuel, the ultimate in form and function.
All right, guys, we are back from Redneck Rumble. Out of everything here, I finally found something that was my style that, boy, fits this old fat guy like a charm. This has got to be the coolest thing since pockets on a shirt. It is absolutely awesome, and we're going to take some pictures and flip it behind this show. This is a electric lazy boy chair, my friend. It don't get no better than this. What is your name, sir?
My name is Dave Plumley.
Dave, where are you from?
From Unionville, Tennessee, by way of New York.
Did you ride that all the way, buddy? Or?
I could have, I guess.
Yeah, I guess as long as the battery would have held up, huh?
Yeah, the battery's doing pretty good.
Hey, I'm telling you what, you got the best seat in the house. I've always heard of having the best seat in the house, and now I know where it came from.
Thank you.
What gave you the idea to do that, my friend?
I'm kind of a weird personality, and I thought, why would you have something in your garage that's not mobile, right?
Exactly.
So I got the wheelchair. I can go out of my garage. I can visit not wheelchair, but the recliner. I can have a cigar and visit with the neighbors, and I get the mail in this every once in a while. So
the lamp just adds to it.
The lamp is awesome. This is just too cool. Now, I'm telling you, there has been every kind of expression of mobility at this event, but nothing quite like that, sir.
Thank you.
I think it's neat. I love it.
It's
you can just pull up. If they did, would they do curb service? You think on the vendors? We'll get you lunch here.
Yeah, that would be cool.
So, where are you from now exactly?
Unionville. It's down near Shelbyville.
Oh, okay, down where the horse thing is.
Yeah, it's a little tiny town. It's like a suburb of Shelbyville, you know. So.
Well, I tell you what. I think that thing is just flat awesome.
Thank you.
I think it's just neat. Yeah. You've given me the idea of something I ought to build.
Yes, I had some scooters and wheelchairs, and I gave a scooter to my friend. He was disabled with cancer, so I fixed the scooter and I gave it to him. And then I had another wheelchair that went to the veterans home in Murfreesboro.
Sure.
So I gave them a wheelchair, and this one didn't work.
Okay.
And I kind of started tinkering with it, and the motherboard was dirty.
Okay.
So I cleaned the motherboard and the switches, and it took off. So.
Hey, I'm telling you, how long will it run on the battery?
I don't know. I charged the battery yesterday, and it's just moving into the yellow now. It says 18 miles.
Wow.
So.
Can you imagine riding a lazy boy chair through an event, kick back with your feet propped up, and seeing all the cool stuff? You got it going on, my friend.
Thank you.
Listen, we want to thank you for a couple of things. Thank you for creating the most unique piece that we've seen since we've been here. And thank you for being on Event Radio. We appreciate it.
Thank you for allowing me.
Hey, we're having just too much fun, guys. I tell you what, we're liable to give him the golf cart and let's just take a nap. You never know. You're on Event Radio. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back.
On the track or on the street, the number one brand in performance is Holley. Have you heard about the Ultra Street Avengers, Ultra Double Pumpers, Ultra HP, and Ultra Dominator carburetors? They're ultra light, ultra cool, and ultra fast. Holley carbs are the most powerful carbs money can buy with no further modifications. Holley, winning performance for over 100 years.
All right, guys, we are back from Redneck Rumble. We are having one heck of a time. We come up on one of the coolest hot rods on the planet. Not just here. It's got to be on the planet. It's a whole probably 2.5 feet tall. It is a twin turbo. Probably, big block Chevy?
Big block Chevy.
Big block Chevy. Got to be a horsepower a million. The front two tires, we're going to find out why they have flat spots. But the gentleman that owns this thing, what is your name, sir?
Mike Warren.
Mike, where are you from?
Loboville, Tennessee.
I know where it is. That's like down I-40, like going to Memphis.
Yeah, close to Loretta Lynn's.
Yeah. Well, did you flat spot the front tires trying to get off at the exit or what?
Yeah, a friend of mine drove it, and he kind of spooled the turbos up, and before he knew it, he was going a little bit too fast, and he slammed the brakes on, kind of panicked, and it locked up both front tires in about a second. Blue smoke boiled off of them, and I ruined 2 good tires.
Well, I tell you what, but he made one heck of a story. So, what possessed you to build that, my friend?
I was at the Bonneville Salt Flats with another one of my race cars when they were filming the movie World's Fastest Indian with Anthony Hopkins.
Right.
And I thought, well, if Burt Munro can take an old Indian Scout that would go 45 miles an hour and go 200 miles an hour, I had this old Model T coupe, and I thought, why not build the world's fastest Model T Ford coupe? And we did it. It went 205.9 miles an hour at the Ohio Mile last fall.
Wow. My friend, this has got to be one of the coolest hot rods that I've had the pleasure of seeing. And it's here at Redneck Rumble, guys, for everybody to come look at it. Number one, the twin turbo deal just sort of freaks me out. I see that a lot at the world's fastest street car drag racing and the stuff that we cover, and I don't understand it, and thank goodness I don't, because I know just about enough for it to really get me in trouble. But so you've been doing this a while, huh?
Yeah, I've been racing a few years.
Well, that's
but
good.
I will explain to you the front end. In the class that we run in at the Ohio Mile, we have to have working headlights. But the rule book doesn't say which way they have to be turned.
So aerodynamically, that's the way to have them.
So these headlights are off a 1928 Studebaker President car. They're 12 inches across. So we just turn them backwards. Even though they work, the rule book doesn't say which way they have to be pointed.
No, but believe it or not, that would be guys, the easiest way to explain aerodynamics to you, where if you can get into a class and talk about it for days, but the easiest way to explain it is go down the road in your car with the window down, stick your hand out with your hand facing forward, and then turn it this way, where it's long ways. You'll feel the difference on the pressure in your hand. That car feels all that pressure.
And at 200 miles an hour, it's a lot of pressure. It actually bent the mount to those headlights and the first mount that we had on there.
Buddy, 200 mile an hour in that car has got to be a ride.
Yeah, a little bit scary.
And now, I probably shouldn't say this on the radio, but now I really wonder how you get in it. If you drove it, I really wonder how you do. But no, say you do other race cars, huh?
We do a little bit of drag racing. And actually, we put Super Scooper tires on this Model T and went dirt drag racing this summer.
With this?
Yes. It's kind of a multi-purpose racing.
What is your last name, Frankenstein? Whatever, I mean, just.
And if you'll notice, the back tires right now are completely burned down to the wire.
Right.
Because last month we won the CarCraft Magazine National Burnout contest
at
Bowling Green, Kentucky.
We missed you there. We did that, but we elected to do that one from the convention center.
Oh,
and a lot of the events now that go on in Bowling Green, we do a lot of them on Event Radio. And we wind up at the convention center because that's an after-hours event that you need to check that next time you come.
Right.
It's the world's greatest car show at night, and everybody's kicked back. You know, they're all laid back. But this is absolutely awesome. I won't keep it because, man, you got a line of folks half a mile long to see your car.
We like to put kids in it, let them climb in the car, see how it feels. So.
Well, you have one guy in it, and I didn't figure you was going to get him out, but that's all right.
He was a little broad in the shoulders.
Yeah, well, we know about being broad. That's not a problem. We do good to get in the golf cart. Listen, my friend, thank you so much. And we're going to take pictures of it. We will flip it behind this show. Guys, trust me, if you're a sponsor out there, and I know if he's a racer, I don't care if he's got $20 million, he still would like to have another sponsor. So if you're out there and you want to maybe place a little money in something unique, check this show out, check this car out, because this thing is a crowd stopper. I mean, people stop and look at this no matter what they're doing, and man, it's just flat cool. That's all I can say.
Right.
Thank you so much, sir, for being on Event Radio.
You're more than welcome. Thank you.
Guys, we're at the Redneck Rumble Event Radio. We're having just more fun than the law allows, and we can't get in any more trouble than this, so everything will be okay. Guys, you're on Event Radio. We'll be right back. Well, guys, I tell you what, we can make 100 trips around here, and every time we see something new.
You never see the same thing twice. Baby.
No, boy, I tell you what, this is a fun event. This is one of our favorite events that we get to come to, but all good things come to an end, and gosh, we've talked to some great folks on this deal. Don't you think so, Terry?
I tell you what, this has been one of the better shows Scooter's had down here, I believe.
It just seems like it keeps on getting bigger. It keeps on getting bigger and better. And boy, all this stuff that for food is smelling a little good to me right now, and I'm getting to where I don't know what to do. The golf cart sort of driving itself,
Following the smell.
Follow the smell. Well, I tell you what, this is always our fun show to come to. We have more fun than the law allows. T-Bone, you usually race over there at the flat track, but he's not going to do that this time for some reason.
No, I think he's got another venue somewhere else this time, Spiff.
Does he? Well, you did him a good job. You run a speedway bike here and the flat track bike, didn't you?
Yeah, I did that a couple of years. I think I wound up taking soil samples most of the time.
Oh, well, it was fun anyway. Who cares?
Oh, yeah.
Well, guys, let me tell you what. We appreciate you always joining us on Event Radio. We have just too much fun doing this. And, man, this is a great show. This is a fun show for us to do. We love coming here, and it's always our pleasure to get to come down here and kick back and enjoy things.
Well, where else you going to get to see a motorized lawn chair? Not lawn chair, recliner.
Yeah, lazy boy chair, I mean, hey, that guy had it going on.
I'm telling you.
It's just, I don't know, man.
Well, it just gets better every year. I mean, people come up with different ideas and say, boy, I'd like to have something like that. Then they'll take it to the extreme and go just a little farther and come up with a motorized lazy boy.
Well, if you're going to see it, you're going to see it here.
Yeah.
And this place is a phenomenon. It's fun, guys. Every year about this time, Lebanon, Tennessee, keep it on your schedule. And Scooter, no nicer people in the world than the guys that put this event on. Man, they're just great. They're wonderful folks.
Well, the location's great too, Spirit. Wilson County Fairgrounds. I mean,
it's big enough. Yeah, it's spread out and big enough, and man, we've just had a big time. We want to thank all of our guests for being on. For Mr. Jimmy Henry did us a little auction deal and had fun there, and
Miss Pretty Melissa.
Miss Melissa fixed us up with District 13, and all the folks. The guy that, believe it or not, the twin turboed 30-inch tall car, 205 mile an hour at Bonneville, just like it was. Can you believe that? That was awesome.
I would not get out of the electric chair to get in that.
Well, I believe my ride would have to be in the lazy boy chair.
Yeah, there you go.
At least I could get in that. I couldn't get in the other. But this has been a fun event. This has been a great event.
Always is.
Yeah, I've loved it.
It's kind of like crack cocaine. It's addicting, I guess.
Yeah, I guess it is. As always, T-Bone, we got to thank the people that help us bring this to here. The great guys, Beach Bend Park, Beach Bend Raceway, Beach Bend Splash Lagoon. Fun place to go to spend your summer.
Jimmy B at the Gearhead Gazette.
Hey,
Jimmy.
This is the first time he hadn't been here, and he said they made him work today. I emailed him this morning to ask him if he was going to be here because we usually get to talk to him on this show. And he said, nah, daggone it, got to work a little bit. And I said, well, buddy, we miss you, but we'll make it through it. But our good buddy, Mr. Jimmy B at Gearhead Gazette, one of the coolest internet magazines you will ever go to. Check it out, gearheadgazette.com. Go on it, and you will have a blast. The great guys at Holley Performance, and now Quick Fuel, too, so we're going to double them up for you. Both these guys, wonderful people to do business with. Call them up, get on their tech line, whatever you want from their companies, just talk to them. They'll make sure you get the right thing the first time. As always, we thank you for listening to Event Radio. You make our job so much fun and so easy. We just don't know what to do.
Yes, Bill, I'm going to thank everybody that comes up to us during the week and something say, hey, man, I listened to your show last week. I mean, it was good, you know. That makes you feel good. Know we're doing something that's kind of productive.
Yeah, and then when you go to these events and they remember you
from last year, exactly.
Yeah. They, here we're riding there, and here comes Melissa, beautiful little brunette gal.
I didn't notice.
And I know. And she came up and hugged my neck, and I said, "Whoa, look at me! Do I feel important or what?" But sweet little gal, and when people remember you and they. You actually made halfway decent first impression. That's pretty cool.
Exactly.
So we had a lot of fun. Guys, thank you for joining us. We had more fun, we hope, than the law allows. And if not, we're going to give it another shot again next year.
Practice makes perfect.
That's right. Check us out, eventradiolive.com. Go on our website, look at the pictures, listen to the archive shows. There's about 125 or 30 of them on there now. And you can listen to anything from anything we started, from the time T and I started this. You can go listen to it and check it out. Event Radio.
Like something's wrong with you.
Yeah, you're deaf or something. That's whatever. But eventradiolive.com. Just check us out. If you see us at the Flame Suburban, stop and say hi. We the only reason we're not friends, we just hadn't met you yet, and we want to. So thanks again. We appreciate it, and we will talk again.
Say bye.
You've been listening to Event Radio, covering local drag racing, stock car racing, motorcycles, go-karts. If it's got wheels and you can race it, you heard about it here. Event Radio is motorsports radio on steroids. Join us next time with your hosts, Spivey Williams and Terrible T Guy.